Hello, my name is Frenzy Viking, and welcome back to Starfield. Today we're going to run a little bit shorter episode. Hopefully we can get some stuff done. Gonna steal everything that's not bolted down. Aside from minerals. Fastest way to make money at the beginning is just take everything you can. When your inventory is full, throw it at your Vasco. And when he's full, run back out and throw it on your ship. Which is what I'll be doing. Just don't overburden yourself. You won't be able to fast travel. And I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. Ooh, Digipick. Definitely need that. I know it's dark, but I mean, it's because there's no real lighting in here. So turn the flashlight off. Certain areas, it's just dark. But also, I don't like how bright the screen looks with the flashlight on, so.
Curious. These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Ooh, shocker. A secret government facility? In the middle of nowhere? Whoops. Didn't know that was something I could read. My bad. Money. Oh my gosh. Fine. You win, game. Nope, open. Omega, The Last Days. The following is the opening of Camille Flammarion's 1894 work, Omega, The Last Days of the World, in which a comet is set to collide with the Earth in the 25th century, and people must come to terms with the end of the world and what that actually means. Omega, The Last Days of the World. Chapter 1. The magnificent marble bridge which unites the Rue de Rennes with the Rue de Louvre, hope I pronounced that right, and which, lined with the statues and celebrated scientists and philosophers, emphasizes the monumental avenue leading to the portico of the Institute, and was absolutely black with people. A heaving crowd surged rather than walked along the quays, flowing out from every street and pressing forward toward the portico, long before invaded by a tumultuous throng. Never in that barbarous age preceding the Constitution of the United States of Europe, when might was greater than right, when military despotism ruled the world and foolish humanity quivered in the relentless grasp of war. Never before in the stormy period of a great revolution or in those feverish days which accompanied a declaration of war had the approaches of the House of the People's Representatives or the Palais de la Concorde presented such a spectacle. It was no longer the case of a band of fanatics rallied about a flag, marching to some conquest of the sword, and followed by a throng of the curious and the idle, eager to see what would happen, but the entire population. Anxious, agitated, terrified, composed of every class of society without distinction, hanging upon the decision of an oracle, waiting feverishly the result of the calculations which a celebrated astronomer was to announce that very Monday at 3 o'clock in the session of the Academy of Sciences. Amid the flux of politics and society, the Institute survived, maintaining still in Europe its supremacy in science, literature, and art. The center of civilization, however, moved westward, and the focus of progress shone on the shores of Lake Michigan in North America. Bad people, bad jokes, too. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh? What's a chicken? Wow. Knock knock, who's there? Planet. Planet who? If I throw a party, will you help me planet? Oh, I gotta use that one. Ecliptic mercenary says to a woman, I've been hired to kill you and I always get the job done. Woman says, can we talk about this, son? Ugh. How do you keep an idiot in suspense? How do you get a Freestar Collective hick out of a tree? Wave. Ugh. Louise Lupper's Bad People, Bad Jokes Volume 2 is the follow-up to his original work, and just like his predecessor, has become a cult hit. Yeah, but that second one, knock knock, who's there? Planet. Planet who? If I throw a party, will you help me planet? Gotta use that one. That made me giggle. And oh yeah, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but my game is running completely smooth. The problem was the fact that my game file was not on the operator system SSD instead of my other in-computer SSD. Second I moved that, not a single stutter. I was screwing around with a bunch of options, which is why it's been a while since I've recorded, among other things. Because I want you guys to have a smooth gaming watch. And I also want to have a smooth gaming experience, which it was driving me nuts. Red Rover Come Over, an excerpt from Lubov's Song's novel, Red Rover Come Over, an alternate history where autonomous robotic rovers gained sentience, replicated, and colonized Mars before humans could form colonies. Larissa just smiled. The machine continued to blink its lights and emit faint whines as its servos whirled, unsure of how to proceed. But the machine communication was Larissa's specialty. She flicked the buttons on her universal comm unit. Its LEDs blinked rapidly in response to her movements. It's okay, she signaled to the device. I won't hurt you. But if we have any hope of getting out of this cave, we need to work together. Larissa hadn't expected her day to go like this, trapped in a disused mining tunnel under the surface of Mars with a frightened and potentially hostile maintenance robot. But her espionage training had prepared her for similar situations. The machine clicked and beeped in response. I trust you. It wasn't a direct translation. As precise as machine binary language was, there was still a lot of room for misinterpretation when translated to her native tongue. It was close enough. The robot seemed to relax. Its glowing aperture expanded to let more light in as it gazed at her, taking in any information it could glean from her. And then it extended one of its many clamps in her direction. She took hold and with a firm yet gentle tug pulled the small robot out from under the rubble. There we go. That's better, isn't it? She asked, clicking out her message on her comm unit. Now, if you can lead me out of this tunnel and back to my dropship, I can call for backup that would help your fellow machines fight back against your oppressors. The robot seemed to nod in understanding and began to wheel its way down the rocky corridor, stopping every so often to let Larissa catch up. What? Okay. That was weird. My life, chunk by chunk. My life, chunk by chunk. I was very young, only 7 years old, when I realized humans are animals. Smart animals, sure, but still animals. You give us food, we'll eat it. We want it to taste good, and we want to stop our hunger. Those two things. That's what's most important. After that, sure, some people will want their food to be really healthy, as the experts say, and some want it to be pretty. But most people, they just want to cram something into their face, and that's when the concept of chunks was born. So begins the 120-page autobiography of Fred Blombaert, founder of the Chunks Food franchise. Oh wow, I missed all that stuff. What? Okay, I could see through it, but it wouldn't let me reach through that to grab it. That's weird. Ooh, ammo. Money. Digipix. First aid. Missed that drill. I am sick, so if I cough randomly, I apologize. I have hopefully messed with my mic settings enough to where I don't blow anybody's eardrums out if they have their volume cranked and they're wearing headphones. All right, first dead dude. History of Xenobiology. First several chapters of Lars Nilsson's work seem to focus primarily on the digestive systems of alien herbivores. The dissection of Dr. Lord's latest find revealed a creature that was, just as she suspected, based on its outward appearance, an evolution of microscopic hydrothermal worm. But her research also suggested a species that evolved in distinct stages, possibly growing significantly as it did. So the question now remains, which version of the creature did Dr. Lorde? I do not know. Dissect, and what maximum size could it possibly achieve? The subsequent passages deal with Nilsson's fascination with the predatory wildlife of some unnamed world. Because everybody knows the best thing to do in life is to find xenomorphic animals on other planets and try and train them to be a pet or an attack creature. Because that always works. Nothing ever bad happens. I don't need a shadow, robot. Can't grab the fan. Weird. Grabbed every other fan. I'm a big fan of fans. Probably should turn my flashlight off.
What the hell is going on here? Yeah?
Med pack.
It dies. You hearing me?
No. Well, that worked. That's a big window. Ooh. More money. Water. Syntha multi-meat? That just sounds weird. Oh, crap. Sorry about that. Did not expect a book in the galley. Or lunchroom or whatever this is. Cafeterium. Drink pack of beer. Sure. Stack of cups. Ooh. I like how that door opened. In the face! Oh shit. Oh, okay. You're a part of the ceiling now. Cool. Oh, he stopped. Grendel. Oops. Higher firing rate, lower damage. Bigger magazine. About the same accuracy. I don't care about the mass. Better than that. And from what I've seen and heard, 7.77 is... Whoa! Heat leech. Cool. Didn't attack me. Oh yeah. Don't waste your healing packs. Because you can always rest and run away and rest. Oh, forgot about you. And don't save anything. But go to your aid. No things you really want to keep. Where's my... Why is everything dark? Only things you really need are the med pack and the amps. And maybe if you ever get them, something that like repairs damage like a broken arm or whatever. But the most pack part, everything else is junk. To be sold for money later. Most of it weighs almost nothing, so might as well. You don't have a limited space inventory, just wait. You can go over it, but it'll sap your O2 faster, and obviously you can't fast travel while overburdened. Can I pick up the box? Not in that mode. Ooh. That's worth a lot. Can I move bodies? Kind of. Nope, he is stuck to that ceiling. Apparently I can't pick them all the way up. Why can't... Forgot that when you go into a menu, it kind of locks the movement keys out. So if I close it, WSD. Menu. Okay, it's making me a liar, but it's okay. I know it's real plan. Whatever. It being weird. Oh, toilet paper. That's a good commodity. Paperwick Papers. The posthumous papers of the Paperwick Club. Chapter 1. The Pickwickians. First ray of light which illuminates the gloom and converts into a dazzling brilliancy that obscurity in which the earlier history of the public career of the immortal Pickwick would appear to be involved, is derived from the pursual of the following entry in the transactions of the Pickwick Club, which the editor of these papers feels the highest pressure in laying before his readers as proof of the careful attention, indefatigable assiduity, and nice discrimination with which his search among the multifarious documents confided to him has been conducted. Charles Dickens' first book, about a man who establishes a society whose goal is to travel and research human life, became a phenomenon that established the author as one of the best of his day. Milk, just sitting on a bathroom floor. Gotta be still good. Okay. Can't get that.
something in a cave until it kills you.
Yep.
One more time.
I do not understand your attachment to all these objects.
That was really loud, Vasco. Holy crap.
Captain, Protocol Indigo dictates that carrying objects is one.
All right. You hold all of those. Yeah, I'll keep mine. Black engineering. It's the same as that. They all do the same bonus. It's just a little lower on the electromagnetic. Or something. I don't know what that one is. Doesn't explain. Oh, I'll just keep the one I got on. Ammo weighs nothing. Keeping the amp. Antibiotics. Something that treats infections. Keep it. Because I'm pretty sure resting will not heal an infection or a broken arm in this game. Never did it in Fallout, so. Yummy. Spiced worms. Resources. You never really need to keep resources on you. There's no point. They weigh a lot and they're only good for when you're crafting, which I think it links to wherever you have them stored, be it on your ship or your person. So just best practice, store all of your resources on your ship. I just tossed those digipics. I need those. I need to have a lock option. That way you don't throw those digipics. Because for some reason they're in miscellaneous when they're really important. Because they're going to be how we get rich later on. I mean, who hasn't picked a lock in Fallout and stolen something? History of Pirates. 1724 work, A General History of the Pirates, I don't know, is a first-hand account of the lives and adventures, swashbucklers, pirates, spelled with a Y, who plied their trade in the Caribbean during the so-called Golden Age of piracy. Supposedly written by one Captain Charles Johnson, but there's no evidence that such a person actually existed. Instead, most people attribute the book to Daniel Defoe, famed author of Robinson Crusoe. Love that book. Reading under a pen name. The following is an excerpt. Chapter 3 of Captain Teach, alias Blackbeard. Edward Teach was a Bristol man born, but he had sailed some time out of Jamaica and privateers in the late French War. Yet though he had often distinguished himself for his uncommon boldness and personal courage, he was never raised to any command, till he went a pirating, which I think was at the latter end of the year 1716, when Captain Benjamin Hornigold put him into a sloop that he had made prize of, and with whom he had continued in consortship till a little while before Hornigold surrendered. In the spring of the year 1717, Teach and Hornigold sailed from Providence for the Main of America and took in their way a billop from the Havana with 120 barrels of flour, as also a sloop from Bermuda, Thurbar Master, from whom they took only some galleons of wine and then let him go, and a ship from Madeira to South Carolina, out of which they got plunder to a considerable value. There's a lot of random words that are capitalized for no reason. After cleaning on the coast of Virginia, they returned to the West Indies and in the latitude of 24 made prize of a large French Guinea man bound to Martinico, which by Hornigold's consent Teach went aboard as captain and took a cruise in her. Hornigold returned with his sloop to Providence, where at the arrival of Captain Rogers, the governor, he surrendered to mercy pursuant to the king's proclamation. Frankenstein, Letter 1, to Miss Saville, England, St. Petersburg, December 11th, 17 unknown. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster has accompanied the commencement of an enterprise which you have regarded with such evil forebodings. I arrived here yesterday, and my first task is to assure my dear sister of my welfare and increasing confidence in the success of my undertaking. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley's 1818 foundational science fiction work continues on, recounting the tale of Dr. Victor von Frankenstein and his creation. Good book. I have not read it in a very long time. New Beginnings, Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, January 13th, 2306. I can't believe it. I got the posting. The United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division is now official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape they had to cut through at MAST, but it's long overdue, and I get to be a part of it from the ground up. My official title will be Associate Xenobiology Technician, and I ship out in 3 days. Amanda is upset, but I assured her I'll have plenty of leave and will be back in New Atlantis all the time. I'm still not sure where I'm going. Definitely somewhere in the United Colonies space. Guess I'll find out when I get there. Candidate 1. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, February 6, 2306. We got our first extraterrestrial candidate today, what appeared to be an alien form of the Quag venusta, essentially a giant spider. Michelson, in full protective gear, attempted to attach the neural control interface. Our security detail is still trying to remove him from the cocoon, and we had no choice but to put down the creature. A minor setback. None of us expected success on the first try. I heard Dr. Paulson tell the others that a detachment of United Colonies Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature next Thursday. Ashta specimen. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, May 5th, 2306. I'm not sure how they managed it, but the UC Marines actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not that the Ashta is a terrifying beast and a natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities and essential to the work we're doing here. It's that the Ashta is native to the planet Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Aquila, home to Aquila City, capital of the Freestar Collective. Leave it to a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard. Though it does beg the question, have Freestar Collective scientists managed to weaponize their greatest natural predator? If so, our timetable just got accelerated. Excuse me. Trial failure. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, May 7th, 2306. Any fears that our Freestar Collective counterparts have managed to weaponize the Ashta have been completely dispelled. After the Michelson debacle, we determined that the NCI should only be attached under full sedation, so that wasn't an issue. The problem started immediately afterward. The ash chip proved incredibly resistant to synchronization, and we were never achieved control fidelity beyond 47%. Dr. Chin's arm was nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, ash just simply can't be controlled. Excuse me. If not by us, then certainly not by the Freestar Collective. Dr. Paulson has been in touch with Colonel Kasarov. Looks like the Marines will have another species collected and dropped off by this time next week. More disappointment. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, May 12th, 2306. Another creature, another failure. No fault of the UC ground pounders. We wanted a predator and they delivered. These things were so alien, Paulson had a difficult time deciding on a designation. Opted for Reptens venenum. Shame we couldn't properly sync the NCI. These things would have been spectacular, especially the poison. New specimens. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, July 6, 2306. Marines dropped off another few specimens off this morning. Totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them? They're arthropods. The alien equivalent of Homarus gammarus. Basically, giant space lobsters. Very promising giant space lobsters. I'm not entirely sure whether the UC grunts found these particular test subjects some godforsaken backwater rock, I imagine. After the third or fourth unsuccessful trial, I stopped asking. None of those earlier species could be controlled with any reliability. As noted in my earlier logs, their natural aggressiveness made them effective weapons. But as a bullet is less than useless if the gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. But these new creatures possess a perfect natural disposition, non-aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened. And when they do go on the attack, they're terrifying. So we'll see. Relocation. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, August 1st, 2306. We're moving, packing up shop, and transitioning the entire operation. It happened so fast, my head is spinning. The work on the arthropods has been so successful, we're actually relocating to their home world. We'll have an unlimited supply of creatures for the Xeno Warfare Division. I've been named Senior Xenobiologist, and that means I'll be running the entire facility. My first instinct was tell Amanda. I'm still not used to her not being there. I gave Mickelson credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the masked brass know that it was my work tuning the neural control interface that was instrumental in controlling the arthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. I'm gonna pilfer a couple more things and probably bring this recording to a close. Ooh, safe. More digipicks. I don't like the way that looks. Doesn't do much for deflecting the light. Ooh, a ball. Physics works. Medpack. Immobilizer. Alright. Do a quick save in case I screw up. Fill in all open slots in every layer to open the lock. Select the key and rotate it until it lines up with the gaps in the security layer. Select the key to fill in the gaps. Each key can only be used once. Okay, guess that one can't go there. Or that one. That one can go there. That one goes there. Well, I screwed up. Quick load. And oh yeah, just to confirm that the hard drive was the issue. A little late after saying that. Settings. Ultra. High, 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 high. VSync off. Sharpening 70. Upscaling FSR 2. Not a single lag in the game. Okay. You know what? Let's line up the inner circle first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there. That one works for there. There. Ha. Ooh. Just what I always wanted. Suppressed gun. Very handy. Bad people, bad jokes. 2. Medpack. Definitely switching out. Now let's see. How much can you hold, Lasco?
I am programmed for combat. It is not my primary function.
Your paint job says otherwise.
Allow me to assist.
No, my inventory. You take that. You're at 112. Might as well throw you the rest of the crap in my inventory. Bring back water. Well. Restores 20 health and plus 8 carry capacity for 8 minutes. But it weighs a lot. But it's worth a lot too. Don't need a lime. I'm not suffering from scurvy. Oh. Nice. Very plasticky looking. But I don't need it. Plus 5% chance of research sudden developments? What? So much of this game I don't know. Oh, it's just a copy. There's no more jokes. Alright, I can give you 11 more kilos. Nope. Stupid digipick. Give it back. Okay. Weights are too much. Cool. It does not let me give him more than he can carry. Okay, that's it. He can't carry anything else. And that's about it. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for future notifications. As always, I will see you in the next video.